back all in the station wagon. I don't know. We're in so deep now. It's like, well, I don't know. This really isn't working out the way I wanted it to. I'm going to be honest. And I've ruined 2 cars. So like we're committed now. We're going to make it work. We're just deleting wipers. I don't know. It's I'm going to be honest, just not working out the best way that I was thinking. Quite unhappy with how things are working out. Well, will it fit? No, not currently. Got her down pretty well as low as I can on the hoist without smashing in the dash. And, well, as you can see, the chassis right in the way, Pontiac chassis. And, you know, it looks like it's going to work out, though. Once it comes down, we're pretty well centered up. Looks like our radiator, core support, all that's going to kind of tuck in behind the grill. Might have to tuck these corners off, but that's no big deal. Looks like our main situation is we need to kind of skinny up the dash a little bit more. I was trying to, you know, save on the dash just, you know, for right now, phase 1, make it look decent. But looks like we're just going to snap all that out of there. Zip, zip, zip. Narrow it up as much as we can. Our wiper cavity that we want to keep needs to kind of fall down in here. So we're going to have to whittle out as much of that as we can. It looks like everything else, though, is going to work out pretty good. We've got plenty of floorboard here. So we're going to trim. I think this is kind of where we want to mate them together. So we're going to kind of trim that floorboard back, figure that out. We're definitely going to get them married together this episode. And then we're going to have to kind of completely redo our rear suspension. Don't know how all that's going to work out yet. We are building this for the Rat Fest Rat Rod build-off. And it's supposed to be done into September 2026. We're hoping to have it running, driving, doing burnouts at least cobbled together enough for the Daryl Starbird show 2026. So anyways, a couple weeks away. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. If you like this, make sure to subscribe. You know what I mean? It's enough yakking for now. Let's get you guys set up, start hacking this thing up. Over your brakes. So, you know, she likes to slide around a little in the back. Anyways, let's start cutting. I think we're pretty close to coming out. I think our tank. Maybe not. Now I feel a lot more comfortable getting in here and hacking a little more away at this, but that was awful tight. The wiring and all that good stuff, and you can't see it. And the main loom goes right here, so I don't really want to get it. Well, I got this section pretty well, oh yeah, pretty well ready to go. That should create a lot of room. All right, finally, to attempt to lower it for the first time. I guess lower it lower than we have already. I've cut a bunch more. The dash is just hanging out here willy-nilly. We've trimmed off all the sides. We've really whittled her down quite a bit. Dash just hanging out there. That one little strap's just kind of holding it. But it looks like we can go down quite a ways. And then I know we're going to get into the core support and stuff like that. But you know, I don't even know how any of this is going to work out yet. So it'd just be nice to go down and start figuring out more problems, I guess. You know what I mean? Lots of cutting, lots of butchering. I guess let's set you guys up and lower down, see how it goes. I know we're not going to make it all the way down, obviously, but see how far down we can go. Robin's racing, right? Ah! Well, pretty tight right there, to be honest. Quite tight there. I'm gonna see what we need to skinny up there. But that's pretty well where she sits. Hoping we go a little lower than that, to be honest, but you get what you get. All right, well, here's where we're at. As low as we can get on the hoist, which obviously not working out. This is not turning out as easy. I've been messing around for a couple days trying to get this thing down on here. I feel like I'm overthinking this. So I had to step back, just take a minute and go, man, what's going on? Because I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time. So we're just gonna pull it back apart. We're gonna get the stuff that's just in the way. I'm just trying to save too much, I feel like. I just need to commit to just full throttle and quit this half throttle stuff. Anyways, the dash, we're gonna get it just completely out of the way. We're done with it. We've pretty well ruined it anyways. I was trying to save it for phase one, trying to make it look decent, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's not working out, obviously. It's just in the way everywhere. I can't get it to fit at all. I just don't know how this is going to work out at all. So I think we just need to get it out of here for now. And then the major nail in the coffin is the back half, the chassis. We're frame stacked and, you know, we just can't go down any further. And we need to go down quite a little bit. So yeah, we're just going to have to cut the chassis and get this back half out of the way, which is going to kind of make us immobile, but just what we have to do at this point, I believe. We're gonna have to rebuild the whole rear suspension anyways. So I mean, eventually we got to do it. I just got to bite the bullet and just commit. So I was just trying to leave it. It's really nice to hit the key and it fire up and move, you know? I don't want to lose the motivation on the old girl, but we need to just power through it and rev her up and get going, you know? So I think I'm gonna set you guys up. We're gonna pull it back apart. So like I say, I've been messing around. We're pretty well burned up the whole day now today, trying to make this work. And like I just keep slicing little pieces off because, oh, I want to make it look decent, blah, 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 blah. You know, just wasting time. I need to just commit. And so we're going to rip her back up, pull that big stuff apart, and, you know, just start taking it the front end at one piece at a time. I'll get some jack stands under it, and you know, we'll just commit and get that big stuff out of the way. Enough yakking, let's get going. All right, finally ready to slice her in half, I believe. Got the fuel tank out, wiring up here, everything disconnected except for the drive shaft, and I figure it's just gonna pull out when we cut it, you know? Got a jack on both sides so nothing falls on me. Yeah, we're gonna cut her back right here in front of this body mount. Looked like we had a couple inches, maybe extra. So, you know, we'll leave it a little fat is what I'm saying. So, anyways, let's cut it. There she be, 2 pieces. Heck yeah. So might as well drag that on back, huh? Yeah, we officially ruined 2 perfectly good vehicles. I think that's what we did. Well, moving forward. Good morning. Well, after days of cutting, we've kind of 2-pieced our Chev, and we've gutted out the old station wagon. We're gaining though. I got the rear section of the floorboard cut out of the station wagon, so I think the station wagon is pretty well ready to come down. Only thing I'm concerned about is maybe the grill being in our way, but I'm hoping that we can leave it because it's kind of keeping the front end, you know, kind of squared up and staying together. So I really don't want to take it any more apart unless we have to. I think we've got enough. I went in and clearanced out the floorboards. We got the rear section pushed back, kind of did a quick cleanup, whatever. I think I've got it ready to where we can come down. You know, I hope. Unfortunately, I know we're not going to be able to come down as far as I want to, because the wipers is an issue. And I didn't realize at first when we cut this is part of the brakes. And now we got to re-strengthen that up because when you push the pedal, this is kind of moving around. So we don't want that. And I know our wipers and our brakes are going to collide. So we're only going to be able to come down so far. And I don't want to completely design wipers or brakes. So we're just going to have to, we're just going to have to make it work. So anyhow, enough yakking. I'm going to set you guys up and we're going to start getting her lowered down. I feel like today we're going to make real progress. So I'm excited. Getting this squared up and stuff like that's going to be kind of a pain. But yeah, if we could just get it down and fitting, would be great. So let's get rolling. Well, I guess, see how well it don't fit. Man, we're gonna have to move our chassis back a lot. How'd that get so far messed up? I thought we had that a lot closer. Ugh. Nothing's hit yet though. Oh. Touching something. What are we touching? Touching on the front. We need to go back. Ugh. We need to go back. That looks better. It's not bad. Not bad, to be honest. Now it looks like we'll clear the front, so I'm gonna keep going down. Well, we're all the way down, exactly what I was afraid of. We are not nearly low enough. Like not even close to low enough. Oh, that's terrible. We're gonna have to, man. We gotta have wipers. Oh, we gotta have wipers and we're gonna have to eliminate them. There's just like, this ain't working out at all. It's got to come down more though. Did we just ruin 2 cars? Because this ain't working out at all, is it? It just doesn't want to fit down there where we want it. I don't know. What the heck? Well, we're kind of at the point. We're gonna have to delete the wipers. That's just where we're at. I mean, we've got a foot here. We've got to come down. And we're still, I mean, honestly, we're still not gonna come down as much as I want. I don't know. We're in so deep now, it's like, well, I don't know. This really isn't working out the way I wanted it to. I'm gonna be honest. And I've ruined 2 cars. So like we're committed now. We're gonna make it work. We're just deleting wipers. I don't know. It's but to be honest, just not working out the best way that I was thinking. I quite unhappy with how things are working out. I really was thinking things were gonna tuck down in there a little better. But I guess we're just gonna commit. I'm just stalling. And I was messing around, I did pull the Chevy wiper assembly out. It is pretty small and compact. I don't know, maybe we can make it work. It looks like it mounts up pretty simple. I don't know. I think we're just gonna have to commit, cut, worry about it later. I guess worst case, worst comes to worst, I'll just run Rain-X. I mean, that's what I do on most of my hot rods, but I just didn't want to do that on this one. I wanted everything to be crispy and clean, you know, and work. But I guess if we can get everything else to work except for wipers, you know, a win. But I got some trimming I need to do up here. We've got some cruise control here in the way. We're gonna get that out of the way because the fender's gonna collide here. I think we're just gonna cut that whole, this top lip off because, you know, we're not gonna need it, obviously. So we might as well just get it out of the way. We're gonna just deep six most of this out of the way. And I'll pull the wiper mechs out and we'll just deal with that later. But a lot of this is just holding up on the inside structure. So I'm just gonna cut that clear up to the windshield. And we'll just deep six all that too. And we'll just deal with it later, you know? Not the best of situations, but we're gonna make it work. I promise we're gonna make it work. A little bit of a head scratcher though, a lot of head scratching, you know, like what the heck did we do? Yeah, I don't know. If I wouldn't have cut the Pontiac frame completely in half, I'd probably turn around and revert, maybe do something a little different, but we're in too deep. Let's keep going. All right, we got her chopped. Let's see what happens this time. Well, we're getting down there. We're getting down there. Looks like things may start to kind of work out, to be honest. It's kind of looking like our front fenders are just going to sit down on our core. Maybe we can just make a little, and there's already a threaded nut here. Make a little L bracket, bam, 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 mounted. I don't know. We still got a few inches to go down here. It looks like everything can still go down some, except for back here, which is not, again, not a bad thing. We're kind of seeing the light here. This is kind of working out just how I want. So this is, I left this much of the frame. This here's a body mount, and this isn't going to be in the way. We've got a body mount here off the Silverado, which I'm not for sure if that's what we're going to do yet or not, but anyhow, we're going to notch this frame like so, and welder. That'll be our two joining frames. We'll obviously gusset it, and then I hope that our leaf spring is going to our front leaf spring mount is going to be right here in this mess also, and we can kind of weld everything together, make it nice and sturdy. But for now, we're just going to come in here with the pliers, I believe, and just kind of crudely cut her out just to get it setting where we want. And then, like I say, we can fill it back in with weld, plate, all that stuff. We'll plate the heck out of it. You know, we want her nice and strong. But, yeah, we've got a few more inches we can come down. So, like I say, I'm just gonna pliers cut a little bit of that corner out. Keep coming down. Thanks for watching, guys. Throw in a comment. Like, share, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. It's fitting, you know? Woo! It's fitting. All right, finally, it's down on there. Not perfect, not perfect at all, but not bad. We had to do a little trimming up front, and that core support's kind of wibble wobbly, but like I say, we got a couple threaded nuts, whatever. I think we can make a quick little bracket. Boom, core support done. Back here, we're touching on the heater box over there, so we're gonna have to come up 1/4 of an inch just so we're not slamming down on it, you know. But we really can't go any more than that, because this is where the hood, you know, sets. So I don't want to go any lower than, I mean, I want to run the hood, so I don't want to go any lower than that. And really, the only thing we're gonna have to redo down here is our body mounts, which doesn't hurt my feelings any. The only thing I don't love is we see the chassis. I mean, it's a 4-wheel drive, I guess, you know. What's it hurt? We'll probably put some side steps on it or something. That was my biggest complaint. I kind of wanted to tuck all that up in there, but it's just how it works. And really, that's honestly like where the floor needs to be. It's honestly taller than what the Pontiac was. So, you know, we're gonna have to shorten up seat brackets and stuff. We've got the rear kind of set in here where we need. We're basically at the point, you know, that kind of worked out nice. We're at the point where I'm gonna throw some straps on it, kind of square everything up. This is where tape measure, tape measure, tape measure, tape measure, tape measure. We're just gonna measure, try to get everything squared up. I'm gonna pick a good solid point, you know, like one of these holes or the back of this chassis or something the same on both sides right here, you know, like where the original rear suspension mounted, and then we'll go up to, like, you know, that front cross member, you know, that we know is nice and square on the Chevy, and we'll square off of that. That's the kind of things you want to square off of, is like solid suspension pieces or solid brackets or like holes, you know, on the same side. So anyways, enough yakking. I'm gonna measure a whole bunch. I think it's gonna work out where it's at. I think the rear is gonna be 10 miles, 10 million times easier. We'll have to redo it all, but it'll be easier. In the end, I think this was still the right move. Yes, we gotta figure out wipers. And it's kind of funny, once we get that wiper cover off there, cowl vent, whatever, there was, you know, 2 different spots of putting wipers. So they had them on the outsides. Apparently they, you know, have it to where you could have both sets of wipers, styles of wipers. I don't know. Anyways, I haven't put the Chevy one in there. Maybe it'll fit. Looks like there's still a decent amount of room in there, so I think we can make it work. Even if we have to go back with the originals, I still think there's enough room in there to make it work. Anyhow, and other than that, I mean, under the hood, like, we could take this to any Chevy garage across America, and boom, guy could pop the hood, know exactly what he's working on, and it's much easier. We cut it out, all that metal in the back, where you can really get down to the, you know, if you got to do an oil cinder unit on one of these, you can't see nothing. If you got to work on the intake or injectors or something, you can't see nothing with all that metal back there. So, and or if you got to pull the engine, they hit right there. So I think it's bonus all the way around. Everything's working. I was super bummed out this morning, like super bummed out. It was not working, so I'm happier. It's working. I think if anything, it's not quite as tall as I wanted it. If anything, we'll just get some, you know, torsion keys, and that's an immediate 1 inch easily. And I think they go up to like 1 to 3. You know, with 3 inch you kind of get a rough ride. So, but a 1 inch you really don't even affect the ride, and you know, you can squeeze 2 inches out of it, and that's really 2 inches with the tires, probably right where we need to be. Anyways, enough yakking. Speaking of tires, I got tires today too, so we might even snap out a tire and wheel, new tire and wheel. I don't know if I want to show you guys yet though. I don't know. Anyways, enough yakking. Appreciate you guys listening to me ramble. I'm gonna start squaring her up. On to the bottom. Well, we got the chassis. You know, it's sitting in here good, centered up nice. I had to do this strap here to kind of center it. Got that one there for forward and back, and then we've got the jack for up and down. Went ahead, got her all kind of cleaned up, ground up where we're gonna weld. Yeah, I think, like I say, measured the heck out of it off the front body mounts there, back to this hole, you know, off that cross member back to the rear suspension, rear to back, what, blah, 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 blah. I feel like right where we need to be. So for back here, I think we're just gonna go ahead and throw a nice little beefy tack here on this back side. And then we need to deal with the front body mounts. It's still sitting on the hoist. So we'll go ahead and go up front, go ahead and get that tackled before we finalize all this stuff. And then I'd like to kind of get the rear suspension in here. Hopefully it ties in here. If not, like I say, we'll gusset the heck out of this, and we'll make it plenty strong. But yeah, let's get tacked. At least then it'll be concreted in place. It's really looking good though. Happy with how everything's going to turn out. Let's go. All right, finally, she is one. I am so excited. It turned out better than I expected. I mean, honestly, yesterday, I truly thought we ruined 2 rigs. You know what I mean? Like, I was pretty down on myself. And then we shared some stuff on the internet, and the internet was ripping me up for you know, destroying this station wagon. And, you know, I felt like that pretty hard yesterday. But today's a new day, and it's looking so good. We got the back connected, we got the front connected here, both sides, nothing fancy. And then I went ahead and threw in some quick little L brackets, and we got the core support all mounted. So really overall, boom, done, happy with it. One thing I did not get any kind of, I didn't touch on and nobody ripped me on, was I didn't put any interior structure in this old girl, which we didn't cut it up too much, but we cut it up enough that you really got to pay attention to what you're doing. I guess I'm confident in myself enough, and I've messed up enough, I guess, to learn the lesson, to check before I go back together with it. But I mean, once you start put, like we had jacks on both sides and kind of went slowly as I tacked everything together, just to make sure everything, door gaps are good, the fender gap, all that good stuff, because just jacking it up a little bit changed the fender in the door quite a little bit. So that was one thing, you know, just take note of. If you guys are doing some heavy work like this, make sure before you tack everything together, your door opens and shuts nice, because this one didn't even open and shut good before, because it's been kind of hammered on. So yeah, we've got it looking really good. Fender gaps are great now. I'm happy with it. Our wheel fits in the wheel well good. We need to get a front bumper on there. We're gonna build like a cool off-road, you know, like super cool bumper, but that's gonna be in the future. Everything is fitting good though. I mean, under the hood is the money shot. This is what I wanted, guys. I couldn't take that Pontiac and LS swap it and it turned out this stinking nice. I mean, we've got air conditioning, we've got heat, we've got I mean, we need to fix the brake lines, okay, but you know, we need to put some wheel wells in, but everything is done, mounted, super nice, super clean. Anyone could work on it. We can pretty well get parts anywhere. It's a very familiar base to most people, and like I said, you can get parts anywhere. So really happy with that. It's going to make it really reliable, really fun to drive. But yeah, the wheel I think fits in there nicely. I think we got it centered up good. You know, they're not, you know, they're centered up this way too. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I mean, I obviously don't like the modern wheels and stuff like that. You know, we've got some more cool stuff to do, but overall, for now, she's looking sweet. Really excited. I'm gonna clean up some of this mess. And like I say, we got plenty of projects. We need to start filling in the floorboards, the cowl. You know, we've got the hood we need to figure out. We've got the bumper. We've got plenty of projects to figure out. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit, find a project, and keep rolling. So thanks guys for watching. Like I say, throw in a comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking of this thing. I think success. Well, after some cleanup and some thought, probably gonna break her here, guys. Pretty well good stopping point for the week, really, to be honest. We got the front end tight, right, looking good. I mean, it's got a really good set to it. I mean, really good set. I like it. You know, everything under the hood worked out good. It's kind of a roller coaster, this whole episode. I didn't think it was going to work for a while, and then it just, I mean, come together just like that, and it's great. I don't know. Only real stumble we got yet is the wipers, and you know what? We got Rain-X at the end of the day. Like, I can handle that. Like I say, though, appreciate you guys watching thus far. Next time, we'll roll on into the rear suspension, and I'd really like to get her outside and get a look. I'd like to see how much more do we need to raise the front end. I've got some new tires going to go on it. Should raise it up a little bit. I guess might as well show you guys while they're here. The old shredders. Trying to get the, we're kind of at ride height maybe. I've kind of got it set up. I don't know. Like I say, next time we'll roll into that. Let me know what you guys think. We'll pop into the rear suspension, get that going, get the final look, get the wheels on it. Man, I'm excited for that. It's going to look tough. If you guys like this project, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Ratfest Rat Rod Build Off 2026. Man, I'm super excited for this thing. We're going to have this thing running, driving pretty quick. We're going to be able to cruise this thing all summer long. How cool is this thing going to be rolling into a car show? Station wagon, full of the family, the dog, a couple hot rods on the trailer, you know. I mean, I don't know. That's slap you in the face with a statement. It's going to be cool. I'm excited. I am so, like, genuinely excited. We're living the dream here. You know, this is something that's been in the works for a long time. We've been wanting to do this for a few years, and it just hasn't been in the cards, you know. So everything gets returned. I tried selling this thing. So anybody in the comments hating, I tried selling it for a couple grand for a long time. Nobody wanted it but Derby guys, and I refused. So anyhow, oh, and we're taking it to Darrell Starbird Show 2026. You know, so if you guys aren't going, maybe change your plans. We're gonna be there all weekend. Burnouts, hopefully with that cool stuff all weekend. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. See ya.